everyone, welcome to our presentation. Today, we will introduce our project, Don't Be Fooled, Myths in Fitness and Nutrition. This is a visual guide for Mandarin-speaking fitness beginners, helping them avoid common health myths. Many fitness beginners in Chinese community face confusing and sometimes misleading advice. For example, on social media, we often see claims like juice is healthier than fruit, fasted workout burn more fat, or sit-up can help lose belly fat. These statements may sound reasonable, but they are not always true. Our goal is to create a simple visual booklet that explains 7 common fitness and nutrition myths. We want it to be easy to read in the gym and helpful for daily fitness life. Most importantly, we hope it empowers beginners to make smarter and healthier choices. In this section, I will explain how our project follows the credible framework. This framework helps us design a project that is ethical, practical, and relevant to the community. Credible includes 8 key principles. They are contextually relevant, respond to practical needs, engage stakeholders, draw on local knowledge, informed by diverse approaches, benefit local communities, lead the field, and ethical. Let's see how we applied these principles in our project. First, our project is contextually relevant. We focus on Mandarin-speaking fitness beginners and their real-life challenges. Second, we respond to practical needs by addressing common fitness and diet confusion, not just theory. Third, we engage stakeholders by working with a nutritionist, a fitness coach, and a PE teacher to review and improve our content. Fourth, we draw a local knowledge, such as Chinese food example and typical gym habits, to make the booklet familiar and practical. Fifth, we were informed by diverse approaches. We use sources like BMJ, the Hong Kong Health Booklet, and Canada Food Guide. Sixth, our project benefits the local community by helping fitness beginners make better health choices. 7. We hope our project can lead the field as a model for other student-led healthy projects. Finally, our project is ethical. We use a respectful, friendly tone and avoid fear-based language.
We produce a 16-page booklet that readers can flip through in print or download as PDF. The QR code on this slide links to the full file. Inside, every double spread follows one pattern. Left page presents a stereotype or misconception beginners hold, plus a brief correction. The right page presents what the evidence says and how people can change their behaviors. Clear icons and bold headings separate myths from facts at a glance. For the visuals, we chose a soft and pastel palette and illustrator-style cartoons. Some newcomers are not put off by such dense text. Each spread ends with QR code and its main reference, allowing readers to scan for the details article or our WeChat quiz. We then package those same graphics as swipe posts for international platforms. Within our online reach, by combining print distribution with social media, we deliver consistent, evidence-based health messages across multiple channels. Our booklet tackles 3 nutrition myths up front. Take fruit juice. A 250 milliliter glass of orange juice can contain more than 20 grams of sugar, about the same as a soft drink. It provides almost no fiber. We therefore encourage beginners to eat whole fruits for fiber and satiety. We also remind readers that carbohydrates supply roughly half of daily energy needs, so there is no scientific bias for extreme zero-carb diets. Throughout the booklet, we promote balanced meals and a gradual, sustainable weight loss rather than crash dieting. By grounding our claim in published evidence, we help learners recognize and resist the latest fad diet myths. In the exercise section, our booklet debunks 4 common training myths. Let me give a short introduction about the text. First, working out on an empty stomach does not guarantee extra fat loss. Fasted exercise may raise the proportion of fat being oxidized, but studies show that make no meaningful differences to overall weight loss outcomes. Second, the most people can meet their protein needs, about 0.8 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight per day through ordinary food. Expensive protein powders are optional, but not essential. Finally, we underline the value of a balanced program that mixes aerobic and resistance work, along with enough sleep, because recovery is as important as the workout itself for long-term health and performance. All of our recommendations rest authoritative guidelines and data. We cite, for example, current WHO and NHS targets by putting those numbers front and center. The booklet gives reader clear evidence-based goals they can trust.
And in this section, I will introduce the key literature and resources that informed our project. These sources help us ensure our content is accurate, relevant, and practical. We use several trust sources to support our work. First, you can see, we use Mao Clinic for insight on fruit juice and sugar. We also use a study from BMJ, just said before, about low-carb diets and metabolism. The Sleep Foundation helps us understand how sleep affects exercise performance. For visual style, we learn from the Canada Food Guide and the Hong Kong Health Booklet. We also looked at Chinese sources like dxy.com and the paper for culturally relevant information. These sources, you can see, help us choose relevant meats for our booklet. For example, the Mao Clinic shows the fruit juice is not always healthier than whole food. BMJ studies explain how low-carb diets may harm metabolism in a long run. The Sleep Foundation highlighted the importance of rest for fitness. We also learned visual storytelling from Canada and Hong Kong guides. Finally, Chinese platform helps us keep the tongue friendly and culturally familiar. By combining all these sources, we created a booklet that is both research-based and easy to understand.
Hong Kong's Healthy Diet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 campaign relies on a numeric mnemonic. 1 cup of milk, 2 servings of food, 6 minutes of activity. Messages appear in colorful leaflets, community workshops, and Facebook posts. Each tip is brief and friendly, free of jargon or blame, while bold icons further strengthen recall. And Canada's 2019 Food Guide replaced the old pyramid with a plate graphic. Half vegetables and fruit, 1/4 protein food, 1/4 whole grains, plus a glass of water. Action verbs beside image. Enjoy food, cook more often, eat with others. Reinforce the message. The design is clean, using real food photos and soft colors. And it is distributed through the website, downloadable PDF, and short social media videos. Our PDA review of the 2 campaigns yields several takeaways. First, the target population faces a clear knowledgeable gap. Abundant health information exists, yet much of it is hard to understand or apply. Audience prefer a concise visual format like chart and bullet point over dense text, and they put more trust in guidance from recognized bodies such as the WHO or domestic expert. Misconceptions stem largely from busy routines, ignorant habits, and online rumors. Guided by these insights, we combined Hong Kong's numeric mnemonic and icon styles with Canada's plate graphic and positive wording. The blend appears in soft-tone illustrations with clear labels. Each spread ends with a QR code, linking print and digital channels, and echoing the multi-platform approach of both the presidents. Finally, we swap items like milk or barriers for foods and examples that better fit a Chinese context and our theme, making the advice culturally resonant. In choosing themes and design, we follow the user-centered, evidence-based approach. Every statement is anchored in authoritative source, such as WHO documents and the Chinese Nutrition Society guidelines. Each spread sets a familiar stereotype against the scientific fact, then offers a corrective action, making the message memorable. The wording is straightforward, ideal for beginners. We also asked the dietitians and the fitness coaches to vet the draft, mirroring the review process used in Hong Kong's health diet booklet to keep the content precise and reliable. Our workflow progressed smoothly. Once we had fixed the topic, we carried out a detailed literature review and drafted the initial text. Next, we invite partners, including my mother, who is a registered dietitian, and fitness coach to critique the draft. After several rounds of revision, we conduct a small pilot with target users to gauge clarity and make further adjustments. Finally, we formatted a booklet and released the full Chinese version. This iterative process ensured both high content quality and strong cultural relevance. We distribute our content through several channels. Print brochures and event posters will be placed in clinics, gyms, and community centers, while eye-catching infographics and short videos are scheduled for social media feeds. Each piece carries a community QR code that links directly to further online material, official guidelines, discussion forums, and related resources. By integrating print, digital, and video formats, we reach our audience on multiple platforms and amplify the campaign's impact.
In this section, section 7, I will explain how we tested and share our booklet. We wanted to make sure that the content was clear, helpful, and really useful for fitness beginners. After finishing the first version, we share it with 3 experts, our collaborators, a nutritionist, a fitness coach, and a PE teacher. They reviewed the booklet and checked if the facts were correct and the suggestion was safe. They also gave feedback on the language, tone, and design, like whether the visual were clear and the advice were practical. This expert review helps us improve the quality of our booklet before sharing it with more people. After the expert feedback, we started sharing the booklet with different user groups. Our collaborators helped us share it with gym clients, parents who care about health, and also the students. We also asked our own friends, especially young people who are into fitness or dieting, to read the booklet and give us feedback. Most feedback came from the people ages 18 to 35, which is match our target audience perfectly. We observed the user likes having something simple to read during their short breaks in the gym. To make access easier, we also share the booklet as a digital file and a QR code. In the future, we hope that to display parts of the booklet on Gym TV screen to reach more people in the community. Overall, this testing process shows that our booklet is practical, user-friendly, and fit well into real fitness environments. And we keep going to the section A, reflection. In this section, I will reflect on what we learned from our project and also talk about the feedback we received and our plans for the future. About what we learned, overall, users liked the tone, the visual, and the myth problem advice structure of our booklet. They felt that the content was friendly and easy to understand, not too academic or complicated. However, some users also wanted more mixed examples and more visual-like animations. A few also suggest adding music or discussion space, like we can create a WeChat group. This feedback showed us that the topic is useful and interesting, and there is a room for more content in the future. What's next? Based on the feedback, we plan to expand our booklet with more myths in the future. We also hope to make short videos to display the content on gym TVs. Finally, we like to create an online space like a WeChat group or a Weibo, where users can ask questions and share ideas. These steps will help us keep improving the project and make it more useful for the community. One key thing we learned is that a credible project is not just about fact, it's about trust. We also realized that using a friendly tone and simple vision can make learning more healthy, easier, and more enjoyable. Finally, we believe that a great project listens, adapts, and grows based on user feedback. That's our reflection. Thank you for listening.
So here's our program's bibliography, and thanks for your watching.